Well, I'm joined now live from Westminster by Ukraine's ambassador to the United Kingdom, Prystaiko. Thank you so much for being with us here on BBC World News. I know you have just been to a key meeting at the Ministry of Defence, and I wonder how you're able to update us on what seems to be happening at the border.
Good afternoon. As you might understand, I can't go in many details because these meetings are very detailed. This is meetings between military. My Chief of Defense came on a visit here. He is meeting right now, right away, with your Chief of Defense and with Secretary of Defense. We're trying to bring up our British colleagues to what actually is going on in Ukraine. And this is a part of the regular dialogue. We have this dialogue on many years, but as you can imagine, the particular one, today's, is very much influenced by the recent build-up of Russian forces around Ukraine. So in this time of need, we are reinforcing our partnerships. We are reinforcing our alliances. So we're trying to get what can be done in most of the support, political support, but also some equipment is very much needed for Ukraine right now.
And in terms of political support, EU foreign ministers at their meeting on Monday said they weren't contemplating any new sanctions against Moscow.
We're here in post-Brexit UK, which is with the global ambitions to get back and play the independent role. That's why our Chief of Defense, not in Brussels today, but in London. And we are working here right now to understand what sort of sanctions can be done, what all of us can do before the war will spill over the Ukraine and will go further to European Union. That is the worst scenario we can foresee, but that's we have to fight against right now, right here in this capital, in Washington, D.C., in many other capitals.
What sort of sanctions do you think might be effective?
So far, sanctions were effective. There are many theories why Russians are not actually going all attack, just building up. And I like the theory that at least the North Pipe, this second part of the northern pipeline is not finished yet. They might not take this political risk. As soon as it is finished, they will have their hands untied. This is sort of sanctions we are talking right now here as well. It's not the full extent, but this is one of the things we were discussing right now.
And on the ground, your foreign minister has been quoted in Ukrainian media saying your country is ready to repel Russian aggression, political, diplomatic and military. How?
We estimate that 100,000, which you mentioned before, it's not enough to go against our much more reinforced, integrated military. Our military is not what was in 2014, so the losses on both sides would be probably enormous. And we hope that Putin also understands in his calculations that it's not the news he'd like to bring to the Russian families. We will defend our nations ourselves. We need some help, but we eager to put up the real fight.
So how would you describe your state of readiness?
We are at highest alert, but you can understand our nation. We've been in this war for 7 years in a row. We'd like to get out of this stalemate. We don't want to fight with anybody, one of the P5 or nuclear nations included.
Ambassador Prystaiko, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.